Oh, hi. Hi. It's Matt Smith here from Club Passim. Club Passim. We are here for another one of our tribute nights. These have been so much fun in a time when there's not a lot of fun to be had, but we're still trying. So, what we've been doing starting at the beginning of this year in January of 2020, we started to do our tribute nights, which are often to a certain performer or a genre. Because it was 2020, we decided we were going to do the aught years. So we started with 1970 back in January, and we did 1980 in February, and then the world ended. And so we didn't do them for a long time. But then we rebooted a couple months ago and decided we were going to take these online. And so we did a 1990 and a 2000 already that were so much fun. And tonight we've got 2010. And next month we will have the songs of 2020. And there have actually been a lot of great releases this year. You might not think that it would be a big year for music, but in a way it has been. Just not live music so much, but recorded music indeed. So let me tell you a little bit about Club Passim before we get started. Passim is a nonprofit organization. We've been running as a venue in Harvard Square for over 60 years, but for the last 25, we've been a nonprofit organization. We also have a music school. We do outreach programs. We have a Celtic festival called BCM Fest. We give out grants to artists through our Iguana Music Fund and the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. And during the pandemic, we have brought everything online. We had many of our outreach programs online. We've been streaming shows nearly nightly. And we've got our Celtic Festival is going to happen online in January. Through We've had all of our classes and workshops moved online and have kind of expanded programming with that as well. So if you visit passim.org, you're going to see information about all these things. And if you go to passim.org/stream, you'll be able to make a donation for tonight's concert. This is how we are able to program these days. It is the only way that we're able to program these days, is using the internet. So it is not ideal, but it is what we have. And we still need your support now more than ever. Through the end of this year, we're going to be fundraising for our year-end fund drive, and we want to make sure that you remain engaged in what we're doing. So please, 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 make a donation if you can. We want you to be watching no matter what. Please share the stream. That helps out tremendously. If you've just hit the share button, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, you can copy the link and paste it into whatever other social media platforms you're using. We're also streaming to Twitch and Periscope and even Gig Window. What is Gig Window, you ask? Well, it has kind of risen from the ashes of Concert Window, and we are streaming live on there tonight as well for the first time. So we're expanding our reach. Hopefully, we are actually reaching people on those platforms. I don't know how many people are watching on Twitch or Periscope right now. Actually, I could look. Let's see if I can find it. We have 3 people watching on Periscope and 2 watching on Twitch. Thank you, folks, especially for finding us, because I don't even know how to do that. We're thrilled to be here with an incredible night of performers. So, like I said, we've been doing these aught years. So tonight we've got 2010. We're getting into modern history. So going through the trivia of the time doesn't seem that relevant. It doesn't seem that long ago. But for a bit of context, one thing I was just looking up is one of the big stories of the year in 2010 was when Jay Leno was leaving The Tonight Show, and it was this big thing of, is Conan O'Brien going to do it? Is David Letterman going to do it? And then it all just turned to shit for all of them, and it was a terrible thing. I mean, it was very, very ridiculous and petty and small, but it was a big news story. But here we are, and that was 10 years ago. It's kind of crazy to think that that was 10 years ago, but it was. But there was a lot of music happening then, a lot of great music. In fact, some of our performers that are playing tonight are going to be performing songs from people that were playing Passim back in 2010, or even still playing. We're getting to the years where people can be doing their own songs, but we don't want that. We want people to be covering songs and learning new songs and adding things into the repertoire. We've got so many great artists that we're going to present to you over the course of the evening. We've got a lot of videos that people submitted. We've got some live performances as well. Please do make sure you visit passim.org/stream and check out what we have available, what shows we've got coming up. We're going to be live from the club tomorrow night with Izzy Heltai. We've got our Pastures of Plenty show live from Club Passim on Saturday. We've been doing some live streams from the club. So keep an eye out on everything we've got going on. Take a class, take a workshop, donate if you can. We're going to be announcing the winners of the Iguana Music Fund at the end of next month. And also something that we've been doing throughout the pandemic is giving money back to artists through the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. And we started that back in March, right when we closed down, and have, through that grant, given out, we've raised and given out over $145,000 to artists. So thank you to all of you who were generous in your donations to Passim. That money went right back out to the artists. And we're going to be asking you to make donations back to Passim as well, because we want to get back in that room. We want to turn the lights on and get everybody crowded in there again, but we can't do it without your help. So please be generous, and thanks for tuning in. We're going to have a great show tonight. We're going to kick off tonight with a friend of ours who's done the campfire a bunch of times, and we're happy to have her here. Please welcome our first video for the night, Kamaya Diggs with some Rihanna. Oh, yeah. We're starting off good tonight. Man, that was so good. That was so good. And some of these things are fun because you don't necessarily, you might not know the song, or you might know the song and it's a kind of a whole new arrangement. But it's just so fun to see what people come up with for these shows. There's such incredible creativity, and I'm just so inspired by all these folks. Coming up next, we're going to have a first time act to our tribute nights. We're expanding. See, the nice thing about having videos is people are able to come in from wherever they are. They don't have to be local to the club. And although these folks are local, they're a band and got to put together a video together. We're going to have Hush Club playing a little bit of Arcade Fire for you.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I wait my turn, I'm a modern man, and the people behind me, they can't understand. Makes me feel like so I wait in line, I'm a modern man, and the people behind me, they can't understand. Makes me feel like something don't feel right. Like a record that's skipping, I'm a modern man, and a clock keeps ticking, I'm a modern man. Makes me feel like in my dream I was almost there. Then they pulled me aside, said you're going nowhere. They say we are the chosen few, but we wasted, and that's why we're still waiting on a number for a modern man. And maybe when you're older you'll understand why it don't feel right, why you can't sleep at night. In my dream I was almost there. They pulled me aside, said you're going nowhere. They say we are the chosen few, but we wasted, and that's why we're still waiting in line for a number. But you don't understand. Like a modern man in line for a number, but you don't understand. Just like a modern man, if it's alright, how come you can't sleep at night in line for a number, but you don't understand? Like a modern man, I'm a modern man, I'm a modern man, I'm a modern man, I'm a modern man.
So good. What a great new addition here to our tribute nights. That's Hush Club with Modern Man from the Arcade Fire. Is it the Arcade Fire or is it just Arcade Fire? I'm showing my age. Speaking of showing your age, just was reading that the 2010 Person of the Year for Time Magazine. Anyone? Anyone? Mark Zuckerberg. Not looking so good these days, Mark. Even though we're streaming on your platform, and it's lovely, I'm sure, but you're kind of a dick. All right, we've got our first live performance of the night here. Please welcome to our virtual stage our old friend Dave Richardson. Dave, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Well, so here's a bit of trivia for tonight. The artist that you're about to cover has the most songs of this evening.
As it should be. It's the best record of the year.
There are going to be 3 songs from this record.
I'm so excited to hear the other 2.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Well, take it away, Dave Richardson.
right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Abby, for having me. I'm super excited to get to spend a few minutes with you all this evening and play a song from my favorite album of 2010, one of my favorite albums from the 2010s, Have One on Me by Joanna Newsom. Just a brilliant, brilliant album by a brilliant artist. This song is called 81. I found a little plot of land in the Garden of Eden. It was dirt, and dirt is all the same. I tilled it with my 2 hands, and I called it my very own. There was no one to dispute my claim. Well, you'd be shocked at the state of things. The whole place had just cleared right out. It was hotter than hell, so I lay me by a spring for a spell as naked as a trout. The wandering heart that I have caught is as hot as a wandering sun. But I will want for nothing more in a garden. Start again in the heart and into every heart but one. Meet me in the Garden of Eden and bring a friend. We are gonna have ourselves a time. We are gonna have a garden party. It's on me, no siree, it's my dime. We broke our hearts in the war between St. George and the dragon. But both in equal parts are welcome to come along. I'm inviting everyone. Farewell to loves that I have known, even muddiest waters run. Tell me what is meant by sin or none in a garden seceded from the union in the year of 81. The unending amends you made are enough for one life be done. I believe in innocence, little darling. Start again. I believe in everyone. I believe in everyone.
Dave Richardson, always great to hear you. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Really,
Thanks,
really
Matt.
great having you here. Kicking off our threefer of Joanna Newsom for this evening. Well, folks, we have got another newcomer here to our tribute nights. Before we get into our next performer, I just need to let this little bit of trivia sink in for you. In 2010, the town of Shitterton, England, kept getting its town sign stolen, and they finally solved this in 2010 by installing a 1.6-ton concrete slab with the town's name inscribed on it. Good on you, Shitterton, England. Well done. All right, coming up next, we are going to hear from someone that we got to see at our open mic last month, and this is their first time playing on our tribute night. Please welcome Kelly English.
If I die young, bury me in sand, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song.
That's Kelly English with a song by the band Perry, if you did not know that one. I did not know that one, but that was absolutely beautiful.
I did.
Abby knows. She was singing it, and because of the delay of what I'm hearing, she was actually singing before what I was hearing online. That makes no sense. Coming up next, we're going to have the Lied Twos performing a song from someone that we love and lost this year, a song from Justin Townes Earl. Here are the Lied Twos.
Hello, everybody. We are the Lied Twos,
I'm Susan.
and I'm Doug, and we're very happy to be a part of this 2010 tribute night.
Yep. And we're going to be doing a song by Justin Townes Earl, who unfortunately passed away pretty recently, just to add to the shitstorm of 2020. But we love this song. It's called One More Night in Brooklyn, and we are very excited to sing it for you.
Yeah.
So thanks, Matt and Abby, for having
Yep,
us.
thanks for having us.
And hopefully we'll see everybody soon.
Yep.
Tired of laying in bed, listening to the water run. Ceilings falling in, baby's dress is covered in dust. So I don't care what it costs. Baby does that old thing off. Then it's one more night in Brooklyn. Baby, we're getting lost. I ain't taking you home. Found a little place that'll do. It'll never match the beauty of a Tennessee spring, but it's something new. So let them say what they'll say. I find a way, we'll make it pay. And it's one more night in Brooklyn. Baby, that's all I can take. Tired of waiting on you, waiting on a train. Tired of your late night calls with the same old complaints. So you pack up your bags, start looking west, but tonight we're ordering in, making damn sure we don't leave nothing behind. So baby, put your hands on me. Let's get real high, let's go to sleep. And it's one more night in Brooklyn. Baby, it's just you and me. One more night, oh yeah.
That's the Lied To's with some Justin Townes Earl. We'll be getting another song of his later on this evening. Certainly an enormous talent that will be greatly missed. There was a lifelong of more songs to come out of him that we will never hear. And so we're missing you, Justin. Coming up next, we are going to have a performer doing a song that gets played on our stage nearly every year still by the person that wrote it. It's his first time doing one of our virtual tribute nights here, and we're happy to have him back. Here's Rick Allendorf.
Thank you, Matt and Abby. I'm really grateful to be part of this tribute night tonight. The artist that I'll be covering has been on the folk music scene for about 30 years, and I think he's going on his 20th album now. He just came out with his 20th album. I remember first hearing him when I was a student at Mass College of Art in the early 90s. He had a song, his first song out, I think, was New Light on Your Halo, which was being played on all the Boston area acoustic radio shows. And I remember seeing him at the old Vienna Coffee House and back then. This song comes from an album called The Day After Everything Changed. And this is Ellis Paul's Rose Tattoo. I got laid off, it's Monday, calling to tell you it don't sit with me well. I feel like I failed you. You say we've got each other and that's plenty enough. I know that's true. But we've got one kid coming, another still in diapers. It's a rainy drive home with one good wiper. Leave the porch light on, I need a beacon just to pull me to you. And if I ever lost you, I would be lost too, drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo. The economy's crashing, this poor boy's laughing, 'cause there's nothing to lose. We don't live in no mansion, there's no bling to put on, only Walmart fashion will do. Inside the house the baby's screaming, pasta's steaming, and I look through the window, feels like I'm dreaming. You pull the door open and say, Daddy, when you coming home? If I ever lost you, I would be lost too. I'd be drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo, a rose tattoo. You say we'll fight for the best case scenario, and then you put Van Morrison on the stereo. Sure, there's trouble in the boardroom, trouble in the factories, trouble in the alleys out back, but we've got love in these patterns. Love is what matters, and baby, I've got your back. I've got your back. I've got your back. Hey, I've got your back. Ooh. If I ever lost you, I would be lost too. I'd be drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose tattoo, like a rose
Oh, Rick, that was gorgeous. So good. What a great song. What a great songwriter, and what a great performance. You didn't get to hear me doing my Ellis Paul impression during that. Abby had to suffer through that herself in here. But we are going to have Ellis for New Year's in a virtual setting. We'll be still putting on a New Year's show with Ellis Paul, so keep an eye out for that. Please do think about making a donation while you're here tonight. We really appreciate you all being tuned in. But this is the way that we're able to present music, and it is the only way that we're able to raise money to help with our operating costs and keep going. So please do consider making a donation at passim.org/stream. A $15 donation tonight will go so far for us. We really appreciate you being here, and do make sure that whatever platform you're on, you share the stream. It really helps get viewership up, and these will stay up online, and you can share them and watch them afterward, and let your friends know about it. But so please do make sure you share the stream as well. We're so excited for so many great songs still to come. We've got another veteran here of playing the club, but playing a song from another veteran of the club, and we're thrilled to have Rob Siegel here tonight. Hey, Rob,
Matt.
how are you?
How are you? I'm well.
Doing all right. Doing all right. You know, Abby and I were talking about how these nights have become just about the most fun thing we get to do.
I can't thank the both of you enough for helping the rest of us to maintain some sort of a semblance of what we think is normal.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, because our normal is not what everyone else's normal is, and I think we kind of like it that way.
It's a beautiful thing.
Well, we're psyched to have you here tonight, Rob. Take it away with a little bit of Josh Ritter.
Okay. So I can't say that I know Josh Ritter. I think we might have crossed paths twice in the heady days of the open mic at Passim. But my God, what a songwriter. I think that Rick Allendorf and I must have been hooked into the same thing when we selected songs. This is a remarkable song. 4 chords and the truth. 4 verses, 3 of which start with "I had a dream last night." I don't know how you would expect that to be a great song unless you're Josh Ritter. So this is called "A Change of Time." I had a dream last night. I dreamt that I was swimming and the stars up above, directionless and drifting. Somewhere in the dark were the sirens and the thunder, and around me as I swam, the drifters who'd gone under. Time, love, time, love, time, love. Time, love, time, love, time, love. It's only a change of time. I had a dream last night, and rusting far below me, battered hulls and broken hardships, Leviathan and lonely. I was thirsty, so I drank, and thought it was salt water. There was something about the way it tasted so familiar, like time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love. It's only a change of time. The black clouds I'm hanging, this anchor that I'm dragging, the sails of memory rip open in silence. We cut through the lowlands, all hands through the salt lands, the white I open my eyes, your shoulder blade, your spine, were shorelines in the moonlight, new worlds for the weary, new lands for the living. I could make it if I tried. I closed my eyes and kept on swimming. Time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love. It's only a change, rough seas, they carry me wherever I go. Rough seas, they carry me wherever I go.
Rob Siegel, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So one bit of trivia that folks might not know is that Josh Ritter used to play the tribute nights back when he was, we're talking about nearly 20 years ago, probably, 01, 02, 03 back then. And there was a Bruce Springsteen tribute night that we did. And I would often perform at the tribute nights, and I performed between Josh Ritter and the Weepies. Somehow that was a thing, and they were real good then too. And I was very scared. So it's great to see you, Rob. Great to hear you. What a fantastic choice of a song.
Thank you so much, Matt.
You bet. You bet. All right, coming up next, we're going to have the second of our Joanna Newsom threefer. We've got Noble Dust.
Tell me your worries, I wanna be told. Sit and see How the fog from the port in the bay lays like snow at the foot of the rowan oak. Hear the frog going courting till the day he croaks, saying even then how there is light in the river, and there's a river made light. Come on, you little life giver, give me your life. Ooh, ask you if you want to be loved by me. Who died made you in charge with love. Long day, if I had my way, I would love you. But one can't carry the weight or change the fate of two. I'd be ready for a break. How long's it gonna take? Let me love you. How about it? How about what I say? How about that long day? How am I gonna stay here without you? Easy, easy, you must not fear. You must meet me to see me. I am barely here, but like a bloody Mary, seen in the mirror. Speak my name and I appear. Speak my name and you speak and I appear.
I mean, come on. That's just not even fair. So good. Noble Dust with a little bonus double Rachel Sumner in there as well, making her flute faces. Hashtag flute faces. How do you not make a flute face? It's, you know, like any instrument that you have to blow into, you're gonna make a face. I mean, people make stupid guitar faces and they don't even have to blow into anything for that. That was gorgeous. Second of our 3 Joanna Newsom songs. I hope that people do go back and revisit the actual songs, but as well as the people performing them, because these are some amazingly talented folks that do their own songs. We encourage them to do other people's songs sometimes, but we also encourage them to do their own songs. So check out all of these artists. And again, it's so fun to see how many of the folks that send in videos are actually tuned into. Thanks to all of you for being here and making these nights so incredibly special. Coming up next, we're going to get back to a little bit of Americana here with Mark Stepikoff playing some Robert Earl Keen.
Greetings, everyone. I'm very happy to be a part of this evening, and I'm particularly happy to get to play a song by Robert Earl Keen, who is one of my songwriting heroes. He put out a very fine record in 2010 called The Rose Hotel, and this is the title song. He was walking through the alleyway where the drifters sleep and the wild dogs play. Moon was black, the sky was gray. He thought he was alone. She was waiting at the Rose Hotel across the street from the wishing well. Turned the latch and broke a nail, checked her mobile phone. Sometimes you run, sometimes you stall, sometimes you don't get up at all. Sometimes you run, sometimes you fall. He bought a ticket on the uptown tram, got off at 8th in Birmingham. Wondered if she gave a damn about him anymore. She hadn't seen him in a year or so. Why he called, she did not know. She had the oldies on the radio and someone at the door. Sometimes you run, sometimes you stall, sometimes you don't get up at all. Sometimes you run, sometimes you fall. Threw a nickel in the wishing well, crossed the street to the Rose Hotel. He got no answer when he rang the bell, so he gave a little shout. Tiny watchman with a baseball bat, a cheap cigar, and a Persian cat told him it was too bad that she had just checked out. Sometimes you run, sometimes you stall, sometimes you don't get up at all. Sometimes you run, sometimes you run, sometimes you stall, sometimes you don't get up at all. Sometimes you run, sometimes you fall, sometimes you fall.
That's Mark Stepikoff with some music from the great Robert Earl Keen. Coming up next, another first-timer to these virtual tribute nights here. We've got 3 at home that are going to be doing some Bruno Mars for you. Now, I remember the first time that I saw Bruno Mars do anything was the Super Bowl. And I don't like sports. It's not that I don't like sports. I don't like televised sports. I just don't care. I don't care about the Super Bowl. But then people were like, whoa, check this thing out. And Bruno Mars got up there and played every instrument and was just this incredible powerhouse of a performer at, I don't know how young he was, but he was young and it made me mad. But I was just so impressed. And so here's 3 at home doing a little Bruno Mars for you.
Last one for real.
For real, for real. So I'm Mary, that's Dan.
I'm Dennis Mary.
We're 3 at home. Thank you so much to Club Passim for having us for this tribute night to 2010. Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her she won't believe me. It's so sad to think she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I go? I say what face. It's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the world stops and stays for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
Who laughs, kiss him all day if she let me. Who laughs, she hates it, but I think it's sexy. She's so beautiful and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If life is what you're searching for, then just stay the same. Don't ever ask me if you look okay, 'cause you know I'll say, oh, when I see your face. There's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you It's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stays for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. It's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. When you smile, the whole world stops and stays for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
That's Three at Home with a little Bruno Mars. I was expecting someone to come by with a leaf blower at the end there, just to clean up a little bit there. It's such a great song. And when they sent it to me, they had said, like, it's Bruno Mars, sort of through the filter of U2. Now I get it. Yeah, that's it sounded fantastic. Really, really great. Okay, coming up now. What do we have? I got to find my list. There it is. Oh, someone who has done one of these before and just blew us all away. And we got to have her at our Campfire Festival back over Labor Day weekend. And it's such a pleasure having her back here for the tribute night. Here's Demoye playing a little Alicia Keys for you.
Hey everyone, it's Demoye, and I'm excited to be here for the 2010 Song Tribute. 2010 was a really special time for me. I was 10 years old and I just started writing lyrics to my music compositions. And one of my biggest inspirations, Alicia Keys, gave me the courage to play and sing. So I chose a song by her, and this is Unthinkable, I'm Ready. Moment of honesty. Someone's gotta take the lead tonight. Who's it gonna be? I'm gonna sit right here and tell you all that comes to me. If you have something to say, you should do it right now. You give me a feeling that I've never felt before, and I deserve it, I think I deserve it. It's becoming something that's impossible to ignore, and I can't take it. I was wondering, maybe could I make you my baby? If we do the unthinkable, would it make us look crazy? If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. I know you said to me, this is exactly how it should feel when it's meant to be. Time is only wasting, so why wait for eventually? If we gon' do something about it, we should do right now. You give me a feeling that I never felt before, and I deserve it, I think I deserve it. It's becoming something that's impossible to ignore. It is what we make it. I was wondering, maybe could I make you my baby? If we do the unthinkable, would it make us look crazy? Or would it be so beautiful? Either way, I'm saying, if you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. Why give up before we try? Feel the lows before the highs. Clip our wings before we fly away. I can't say I came prepared. I'm suspended in the air. Won't you come be in the sky with me? I was wondering, baby, could I make you my baby? If we do the unthinkable, would it make us look crazy? Or would it be so beautiful? Either way, I'm saying, if you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. Oh, if you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready.
Wow. That's Demoye doing some Alicia Keys for you. That's just so beautiful. She's, like I said, Demoye's played a couple times for our tribute nights and played our campfire festival. Just what a tremendous talent. She's 20. She's 20, and I'm 1,000 years old now. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. Thank you so much, Demoye, for being part of what we're doing here. Coming up now, we've got another live performer. We've got Matt Minigel here, who has another beautiful music space that he has put together. Now, I got to say about this, Eels are one of my favorite acts. I am a huge Eels fan. Always, like pre-order the records, and just got the new Earth Adora in the mail the other day, the big deluxe package with the special vinyl and the tchotchkes and bullshit and everything. And but it's a band that I've never seen live, and I really, really want to see live whenever we can start doing that again. And I remember the big thing. I don't know if it was a couple years ago. There were all these clips of on the tour that they were doing. They had Steve Perry from Journey get up and do Open Arms with them, and it was just like, that's one, weird, because I don't put arena rock and Eels together in the same place, and also, holy shit, Steve Perry can still sing. But I'm so glad to have some Eels here tonight. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I think I finally found a happy song to do at a tribute night, and if you count Spite, this is Let's Ruin Julie's Birthday. Let's ruin Julie's birthday. I didn't get my invite. It could be lost in the mail or something. I'm gonna be there tonight. I never cared about her anyway, and I guess she never cared about me. And what do you mean that I can't go? Where does it say that I'm a fool? Doesn't she know that I'm an exception to the rule? Let's ruin Julie's birthday. I can see right through her act. She said something about me, and all the cool kids made a pact. I never cared about her anyway, and I guess she never cared about me. And what do you mean that I can't go? Where does it say that I'm a fool? Doesn't she know that I'm an exception to the rule? Let's ruin Julie's birthday. What's she have to celebrate? It's not a party if I'm not there. Just her stupid friends and a birthday cake. I never cared about her anyway, and I guess she never cared about me. And what do you mean that I can't go? Where does it say that I'm a fool? Doesn't she know that I'm an exception to the rule? And what do you mean that I can't go? Where does it say that I'm a fool? Doesn't she know that I'm an exception to the rule? Yeah, thanks, Matt and Abby, for having me. Thanks for doing these.
Matt Minigel sounded fantastic. So good. So good. It's funny because I remember when I was in college, I got the two albums by E. Mark Oliver Everett was just going by E, and put out these two records, and then kind of nothing for a long time, and then Eels started. And it wasn't until many, 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 many years later where I started to get into Eels and put together, it's like, oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy from those records. Very,
Apparently
very
his
cool.
dad invented something to do with string theory too. He was
Yes.
the pioneer of string
Yes, it
theory.
was physicist.
Pops up
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's
Crazy
cool.
stuff. All right. So Abby and I were watching your background. Above your right shoulder, there are like 10 sets of headphones up above. Is that an art piece or are those actual headphones?
They work. Yeah, they're just some like cheap budget ones that I found, and they're hanging there.
It just looks really cool. No, it looks great. It looks great. You know, Abby was like, "What's the deal with all the headphones?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a good question."
There's a lot of artifacts in here.
It's amazing.
years
It's
of
amazing.
things.
Very cool. All right, great to see you, Matt.
You too. Thanks for having me.
That's Matt Minigat with a little bit of Eels from a few records ago now. The new record from Eels just came out last month called Earth to Dora. I'm plugging Eels now. Coming up next, we're going to hear from a sort of a newcomer-ish Darren Buck, who's often here with Hank Wonder or doing other things, has another project called the Duke Baxter Band, and they're going to do something here for you. They put this together in acapella, one of those programs where you can jam a bunch of crap together. But the video quality is kind of pixely, but the audio quality is what you're going to want to listen to. So we've got the Duke Baxter Band with the song that it is now the second performance of this song through Club Passim this year. And I feel like it is a good song to say to this year.
See you driving around town with the girl I love, yeah. Fuck you, yeah. I guess the change in your pocket, well, it wasn't enough, no. Fuck you, and fuck her too, 'cause if I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't that some shit? Though there's a pain in my chest, I still wish you would be. Fuck you. Well, I'm sorry, can afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can get you there. I'll get you the next box, so I'm more like a tyrant. The way you play your game ain't fair. I bet this is fool who falls in love with you. Well, she's a gold digger. Oh, it's true. I got some news for you. Oh, go and tell your little boyfriend now. I see you driving around town with the girl I love. Yeah. Fuck you, yeah. I guess the change in my pocket really wasn't enough. Fuck you, yeah. Fuck her too, 'cause if I was richer, I'd still be with you. That's some shit. Though there's a pain in the chest, I still wish you there. Fuck you, yeah. I had to borrow, beg and cheat, lie and steal. I'm trying to keep trying to please you. Really loving your ass ain't cheap. I can't feel the fool falls in love with you. Well, she's a gold digger. Oh, yeah. I got some news for you. I really hate your ass right now. I see you driving around town with the girl I love. Fuck you, yeah. I guess the change in the pocket will hold enough. Fuck you, yeah. Fuck her too, 'cause if I was richer, I'd still be with you. Oh, love you, baby. I say I love you. I say you down downtown, because I love. Fuck you, yeah. I get paid if I can live for fuck you, yeah. Fuck you, 'cause if I was richer, you'd be richer. Oh, and that's a shame. Nobody takes the chance not to wish you there. Fuck you.
Oh, the Duke Baxter Band with a little you. I remember when that song first came out, a friend of mine, Jason Miles Goss, who used to play the club a lot, and I mean, still will eventually, sent me, like, texted me the video for that song kind of out of nowhere. It was just a lyric video. The song was just out. And, like, at first I thought, I was like, aha, you're being funny, and okay. But then I was like, I got completely obsessed with the song. It's such a good song. It's one of the catchiest earworms that ever was. And there's a lot of cursing in it. I like that. That's fun. Coming up next, we're going to close out our Joanna Newsom threefer here. Someone that you got to see in the Noble Dust video. She is the coordinator for our School of Music and does an incredible job with that and is an amazing talent on her own. Our very own Rachel Sumner.
We picked our way down to the beach, watching the waves dragging out of our reach, tangling tails like a sodden sheet, dangling on trails from the gut of the sea. Hoarding our means, alfalfa and rose, trying not to catch the cold eye of the cows. I hope Mother Nature has not overheard, though she doles out hurt like a puking bird. La 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 la. Stayed for the winter. No one told us about the laws of the land. I hold my own, but you with your hunger, you on the other hand, make yourself known. And when we were found, I know we both grieved. My heart made the sound of snow falling from eaves. You and me, best we were as thick as thieves. So I swore numberless, up and down, it was only me. So they took me away, and after some escaped to the gallows. Who do you think that you are? Arching your hooves like a queen in the shallow gutter that lines the boulevard, crowded with folks who just stare as I hang. It's all the same. Kindness comes over me. What was your name? It makes no difference. I'm glad that you came. Forever I'll listen to your glad name. La, 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 la,
Oh my lord. Come on, Rachel. That was insane. So good. What I want to see now is I want to see the behind the scenes documentary on the making of that video, because there were different angles, there were different times of day, there's different outfits. What was it done over the course of a week, or was it, all in the same day and you just like very thoughtfully put it together? But anyway you slice it, that was absolutely gorgeous. So good. So that concludes the Joanna Newsom threefer that we have here tonight. We're going to take a sharp left turn now with a little bit of Robin from an act that we just love having here at Passim in the room and at these tribute nights. They've been doing some really great stuff. Here's Rosemere Road.
Somebody said you got a new friend. Does she love you better than I can? There's a big black sky over my town. I don't know where you're at, I bet she's around. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the girl you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. Just gonna dance all night. I'm so messed up, I'm so out of line. Stilettos on broken bottles, spinning around in circles. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh.
watching you kiss her. Oh, and I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the girl you take it home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. I keep dancing on my own. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, and I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the girl you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. I keep dancing on my own. I keep dancing on my own.
So we're gonna do that again. How are your
Doing it again right now? We'll just play it again. Wow, that was beautiful. So here's the funny thing, is that a lot of folks, after doing these tribute nights, end up kind of incorporating these songs into their own repertoire. And sometimes it might seem like a ridiculous thing, but sometimes, you think of Robin, you think kind of, electro dance pop. That was just gorgeous. You could totally hear that in any concert. I mean, like I could totally hear it in a Robin concert too. I'd be fine with that. But it's such a cool thing to see what people do with these songs and arrange them in their own way. And that was just absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much to Rosemere Road. Coming up now, we have another regular here playing another regular of the Passim stage. He's played at the club even a couple of times since lockdown at this point, and also used to play many of the tribute nights, and probably including that Springsteen night that Josh Ritter and the Weepies were at as well. We've got Kim Moberg here playing a little bit of Mark Orelli for you. Hello, Kim. How are you?
Good, Matt. How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you.
It is really nice to see you. I had my sweatshirt on earlier, and I said I can't be matching. That would be lame.
I've got my Club Passim sweatshirt. I've got my Folk Alliance T-shirt on underneath it.
Man,
I am
yes.
like decked out representing here.
You are sporting it. Thanks for doing this, Matt. Thanks for doing it, Abby.
What a pleasure.
I know you're back there. Yes. There she is. Hey, Abby.
I got my Passim shirt on too.
Look at that. See, maybe I should have kept my sweatshirt on, huh? Could have been in the club, so to speak. So the song that I'm going to do is written by one of my favorite songwriters, and like you said, he's played the Passim stage many, many times. And the first time I saw him was probably, I want to say maybe 2011. I saw him at a house concert, and I became an immediate fan, and tried to learn all his songs. And now I can call him a music friend, so I'm pretty excited. This is a song by Mark Orelli. It's called August. Katydid fiddling on a summer's eve, brown bats circling round the old house eve, and I can taste the ocean on a cool soft breeze blowing through a torn screen door. Can't believe I let the summer slip away again, like watermelon juice dripping down my chin. It might be light enough for one last swim if we hurry on down to the shore. A fool would ask for more. A fool would ask for more. Bullfrog thumbing like a banjo string. Thought I heard a whippoorwill starting to sing as the moon spilled silver over everything. But ain't that what the moon is for? Back porch drunk on a jug of red wine, picking on a tune with some friends of mine. The music's floated up into the bottle brush pine. There ain't nobody keeping score. A fool would ask for more. A fool ask for more. And I ain't restless tonight, 'cause I've got you and the moon so bright. Hey, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. Laughter still lingering in the evening air. We'll clean the bottles up tomorrow, they'll still be there. Turn off the lights, let's go upstairs. Careful of the creaking floor. Such a beautiful boy, he's a picture of peace. Let's stand here a minute just watching him sleep. God bless this little vigil we keep. A fool would ask for more. A fool would ask for more. A fool would ask for more. A fool would ask for more.
Kim Moberg.
Thank you. Thanks so
playing
much.
A beautiful Mark Aureli song from his album Little Vigils. It's crazy to think now that Mark has been playing the club for over 20 years now, seeing that he's only like
25
years old. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Like the rest of us.
A prodigy. A prodigy. Still was writing songs like that when he was barely in his teens.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Kim. Great to see you.
Thank you. You too.
All right, we've got a couple more songs to close things off. Coming up next, we're going to go back to Arcade Fire again. This time we're going to hear from Bob Bradshaw.
In the suburbs I learned to drive, and you told me we'd never survive. Grab your mother's keys, we're leaving. You always seem so sure that one day we'd be fighting in the suburban war. You're part of town against mine. I saw you standing on the opposite shore. By the time the first bomb fell, we were already born. We were already born. Sometimes I can't believe it. I'm moving past the feeling. Sometimes I can't believe it. I'm moving past the feeling again. Kids wanna be so hard, but in my dreams we're still screaming, running through the yard. When all of the walls of the building, the 70s finally fall, and all of the houses that built in the 70s finally fall, meant nothing at all, meant nothing at all. Sometimes I can't believe I'm moving past the feeling. Sometimes I can't believe I'm moving past the feeling into the night. So can you understand? Well, I want a daughter while I'm still young. I want to hold her hand and show her some beauty before all the damage is done. But it was too much to ask. It's too much to ask. It was too much to ask. And send me some to the overpass. The parking lot, we're still waiting. It's already passed. So move your feet from hot pavement and onto the grass. It's already passed. It's already passed. Sometimes I can't believe it. I'm moving past the feeling. Sometimes I can't believe it. I'm moving past the feeling. Sometimes I can't believe it. I'm moving past the feeling into the night. And into the night. Thank you, Passim. Good night.
That's Bob Bradshaw with some Arcade Fire for you. We've got one more video to close things off. Before we go, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. What a fun night this has been. It's kind of like the Passim scene office party when we do these tribute nights with all the friends that are in the chat. A lot of the people that submitted videos are there. It's just so great to see everybody and engage with everybody like this. These have been a lot of fun. December 7th is going to be our final tribute night of this year, with the songs of 2020. Not your own songs, but songs of other people from 2020. And then what we determined for January at some point, because of popular demand from our 2000 tribute night, we're going to do a Beyonce night. So keep an eye out for that. A couple of last bits of information from the year 2010 to give you context. 2010 was when Instagram came out. It's also when the iPad tablet was released. Some of the, this is weird, the top baby names of 2010, which I feel like a lot of these could have been from 2000 or before. Isabella, Sophia, Emma, Olivia, Ava, Jacob, Ethan, Michael, Jaden, and William. Michael and William seem to be, they're old. They've been around forever. They've been very popular forever. I mean, you know, I would say like, well, a little boring, but you know, I was born in 1970, and Matthew was one of the most popular names in 1970. So I am boring. We're gonna close off tonight with a second track from Justin Townes Earl, someone that we lost this year in what was an incredibly shitty year for so many reasons. Adding to the heap, if you will, was the loss of Justin Townes Earl, a great, great talent. And we're going to close off now with Lisa Bastoni covering Justin Townes Earl.
Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water gonna cover me over. I'm not gonna make a sound. I'm on a roll, mama, I gotta go. Gotta get there while I still can. Troubled days are behind me now, and I know they're gonna let me in. So when you see me walking up the FDR just a singing and clapping my hands, tell my mama I love her, tell my father I tried, give my money to my baby to spend. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water gonna cover me over. I'm not gonna make a sound. Good times come and they go. Even
to drown. Dirty water gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound.
That's Lisa Bastoni closing us off with some Justin Townes Earl. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for supporting Passim. If you didn't get a chance to make a donation, you can do that at passim.org/stream. Catch out our streaming shows. We're going to be there at the club tomorrow with Izzy Heltai. We'll have Alistair Mook's Pastures of Plenty on Saturday. We'll hear from the Young Novelists on Sunday. Our next tribute night, the Songs of 2020, will be on December 7th. So tune in back then again. Make sure you visit all of the artists that played here, find their own web pages, and support local music. And, you know, it's all local these days, right? Wherever you are, this is local. This computer here is local. So thank you for being here and supporting us and supporting music and being part of the solution. Make sure you stay safe out there. Wear your masks. Be good to each other. We'll see you soon.